Kapulang Pilipinas, magandang gabi. Ngayon ay Hulyo 28, 2019, araw ng linggo. At syempre, araw ng Sunday Super Chat. Ngayon ay nandito naman tayo sa Facebook Live para magkaroon tayo ng access at magkaroon po ng pagkakataon yung ating pong mga suki dito sa Facebook na makapanood ng live. Dahil magmula nung nawala tayo dito sa Facebook at humihi tayo sa YouTube, yung iba po nating kaibigan na hindi po nakasabay. Wala, ito po ang inyong lingkod, si Anton Israel, at mamaya-maya lamang ay makakasama po natin ang ating panawing pangdangal para ngayong gabi. Marami po tayong tatalakayin. Particular dito yung RFID 666. Ano pong ibig sabihin nito? Kapag nawala na ba yung paggamit ng perang papel, ang gagamitin na natin yung electronic mode. Ito ba'y nangangahulugang 666? At ito na nga ba yung kinakatakutan sa Biblia na sinasabing hindi ka makakabili, hindi ka makakasama sa sistema kung hindi ka magsusubscribe? At mamaya yan ay sasagutin sa atin yan na ating panawin pangdangal. Wala iba kundi si Queen Salvacion Legaspi ng Kingdom Hacienda Filipina. At siyempre, nasasalamatan ng palatuntunan ito, although na hindi ko po naihanda yung listahan ng mga pangalan, ang atin pong mga regular donors at contributors ng programang ito. Itong programa pong Wealth of the Nation, ang Alien Talk ay self-funded, crowd-funded, meaning ikaw, ako, tayong lahat ay nagtutulungan para po sa self-sustainability ng programang Wealth of the Nation. At siyempre, nag-ahatid din po tayo ng mga pagbabalita tulad na lamang po ng inyong makikita sa screen. Ang Wealth of the Nation ay nag-transpose na, nag-level up na from a mere program dito sa Facebook to something na makakagawa tayo ng proactive measures, proactive actions. At tayo po ngayon ay isa na pong NGO. May NGO na po tayo, OTN for Humanity ang pangalan. Siyempre, as the name suggests, ang ating pong mga gagampanin ay mga humanitarian works. At tayo nga po ay nagpaabot na ng mga paanyaya sa ating pong mga kababayan na magsabit ng kanilang mga small project, ang mga big project in mind. Siyempre, wag naman yung napaka-mega. Hindi pa tayo mihingi ng mega projects, yung mga bilyon-bilyon. Kasi yung pala ang system pala niyan doon sa ibang kalakaran doon sa ibang mga grupo yung mga proponent, yung mga proponente na nagpo-forward ng kanilang mga suggestion, kapag ito'y napili, malaki ang komisyon. So, kaya kahit hindi humanitarian in nature, masabi lang na may project na malaki at nang sa ganun kung mapili, malaki nga naman ang mapupuntang komisyon. Hindi pa tayo ganun. Dahil tayo magsisimula lamang sa palugaw-lugaw lang. Hanggang hindi pa lumalabas yung tinatawag natin true signatory. Hindi naman din natin masisiguro na pag lumabas yung pera ay makikilala tayo. Hindi naman natin masisiguro na kapag nandyan na talaga babalikan tayo. Tayo nabibigyan ng para sa tao. Kaya tayo, huwag na po tayo masyadong umasa. Kundi, magtulungan na lamang po tayo para matuloy po itong mga small or tiny or micro projects ng WOTN. So, yan po meron po tayong pina-flash sa screen ang atin pong SEC approval. Although na hindi pa yan tapos, dahil kukunan pa po natin yan ng BIR at ang sa ganun ay makapag-issue po tayo ng deed of donation para sa mga kumpanya na nangangailangan po ng resibo at ang sa ganun ay ma-apply po nila yan sa kanilang mga tax purposes kasi tax deductible po yung kanilang mga donation sa atin. At may mga naka-earmark na po tayong gustong tulungan. Partikular, sa medical, meron na po akong na gustong tulungan. Hindi naman po masyadong ganun kalakihan. Kayang-kaya ho natin yan. Kaya-kaya ho natin pagtulungan. Ano po? Yun lang muna po babanggitin. So, ano ba nangyayari ngayon? Napakainit po nito. Bukod po doon sa mga ibabalita sa atin mamaya na ating panauhin. Dito sa mundo ng ating pinagagalawaan, nung isang araw, si King Tiburcio, King Tiburcio nagtalumpati doon sa Caruncho Complex. Ito'y dinaluhan ng mga maraming tao. At yan dito sa posting na ito ng Alpha Omega Marshall Development Plan Program, makikita si King Tiburcio ay pumipirma ng certificates. Itong mga certificates na to ay naglalaman ng 5 million pesos. 5 million pesos sa mga recipients. Ayan. So, abalangan pala si King Tiburcio sa pagpirma ng mga kanyang certificates na pinamimigay na may lamang o may patong na 5 milyong piso. Yung ID, sigurado hindi na aabot sa ganyan. Dahil mukhang nakuryente tayo doon. Pero sinisika po ng inyong lingkod na kahit paano malamanan po yan. Now, dito naman po sa kabilang banda, sa kabilang kampo, kung nyo naaalala, meron po tayong naging panauhin na si Apo Bernardo ng PTPK. Sa PTPK group naman, makikita po dito, hindi ko lang mabasa na meron po silang house and lot. House and lot, may pakotse pa na pagkakaloob. At iba pang mga form ng biyaya. Ito yata trending ngayon. Mukhang talagang malapit na, hindi na maiwasan. So, hindi ko na mabasa itong may 4 items dito at meron din pong mga items na mga requirement. Gaya ng tulad ng 3 copies ng valid IDs. Kaya akin naalala kanina. Siguro pagtanong nyo na lang sa akin dahil hindi ko po masyadong mabasa na ito sa ganitong kaliit at the moment. So ito, nag-issue na po ng PTPK sa pamamagitan ng Erdo Foundation. Ang Erdo Foundation, ito po yung Angelus Rebecca Divina Gracia Onyate Foundation. Tila meron din pong inaasahan ang kanilang grupo, kaya naglabas po ang PTPK ng ganitong kalatas. May mga biyaya po silang nakalaan para sa kanilang mga miyembro. May 350 pesos na processing fee o registration fee. Okay? So, kung meron sa WOTN na palugaw lang, yun lang ang kaya. Meron namang 5 milyon dun sa Alpha Omega World Marshall Development Program. May house and lot at pakotse sa Erdo Foundation. Abang-abangan po natin yung ibang mga grupo. Siguro sila ay maglalabas din ng mga kahalintulad na paghahanda. Sa atin naman yung mga projects na yan ay mga paghahanda lamang in preparation thereof. Okay, bago natin pakilala ang ating buting panawin, pagkalubong na natin ng ilang minuto para batiin ang ating mga early viewers. Okay, nandiyan si Ruby Lolong Alegria, si Boy Singke, good evening Boy, Jenny Butabara, Ami Mariano, Leolito Isla, Teresito Kasinsinan, Evelyn Pakleba, Christopher Siobal, Donato Red, Teresita Kasinsinan, Leo Tesoro, Kuya Anton watching from Kuwait. Hello to our special guest, Queen Salvacion, kay Arnold Malyari. Locos housing, pwede po ba? Pwede yan. Basta siguraduhin natin na may titira. At loko siya, kung ayaw naman tirhan, wala rin magiging kapakinabangan. Siguraduhin natin na mayroong Kinomi or Bistundo. Sa mga project ng housing, nag-rent ng kami, Arnel Batete, kay Carlos Arganda, Emilio de la Torre, Fernando Santillan, kay Bodje, Christopher Siobal, Kay Gudoy. Ako, Gudoy. Nagkita na tayo, Gudoy. Nainip na ako. Miss na kita. Gusto ko na kitang makita. Kay Engineer Mali. Kay Gisan. Pogi niyo, Sir Anton. Salamat, G. Sandel Del Prado. Good evening sa iyo, Sandel. Kay Maria Luisa Alterado. Arnold Malyari. Tata Lino. Hi, Tata. John Endoria. Ako, Segundo. Juliet Sasa. Hi, Juliet. Good evening sa iyo, Juliet. At dyan sa project natin sa Guimaras. Usapan natin, ha? Fefa Ardo Cabato, Rebecca Escanio, Jose Oliver Buayaban, Marieta de la Serna, sino pa to? Kay Noni Cledera from Lipa City. Ay, binabati ko rin si Neni Ramirez, Emilio de la Torre, Linda Casuyo, Rebecca Coney, Lilita Fabro. Ay, Lilita. Nestor Escat Corpus, Bernardo Olit, Lirio Garcia, Lirio Gracia, kay Feli. Nag-heart si QS. Nag-heart na si Queen Salvacion dito sa comment ko. I'm so flattered. Okay. Kay Mualbual Mango, Marieta de la Serna, Nagasaki. Fabio din po, Sir Anton, and to all viewers ng Alien Talk. Nagasaki. Kapag nandiyan ka ba sa Nagasaki? Nandiyan ka ba sa Nagasaki ngayon? Kay Yorda Satlab, Rainier at Batin. Good evening, Sir Anton, to all watching. Sir Anton, pakisabi kay Queen Salvacion na tulungan, pupunduhan ang project mo sa ID. Yes. Yes, tutulungan tayo. Alin Lakwata, Violeta Pador, kay Hana Gallardo, Nel Armamento, Jason Elia, Enzo Di Maculangan, Tabeta Tolentino, Alden Kiruben, Tess Giango. Hi, Tess. Hindi kaya yata natutulog, Tess. Baby Pana, Alberto Milo Llaneta, Evin Gabuat, Mylene Sumabat, Bien Luterio. Hi, Bien. Narinig ko yung project. Tungkol naman dito sa mga emergency. Kailangan merong emergency light, merong emergency water kapag at power, no? Rosemary Lerit, kay Ara Oredina. Hi, Ara. Good evening. Ay, kay Sister LB Siga, kay Sister Grace Balberan, Rosalina Salayo, Renve. Si Renve, taga-Haro lang pala to. Magkita-kita tayo, papatawag tayong meeting one of these days. June Verana, watching from UAE, Edser Serrano, Amelia Balmadrid, Sherry Lou, Roldan Haladupit, Carlito Egoy, kay Edison Honson. Good evening. Pekog family, kay Queen Elizabeth, Miriam Lazaro, kay Queen Elizabeth, kay Princess Elizabeth at kay Queen Salvacion. Malapit na ba? Siguro nga, dahil marami ng ganito, no? Nag-iisip na ng mga ipamamahagi. Kaya natin pinagbungad na balita, si King Tiburcio namimigay na ng 5 milyon in form of certificate. At sa ani ng Erdo Foundation, may pakotse, may pabahay at iba pang mga pabuya. Bakit gamitan ng powers ng mga mahardikang Pilipinas? Kompleto, King, Queen, Princess, kulang na lang ng prinsipe. Peace on the head. Okay. Good evening daw, Madam Salvacion. Sabi ni Maisa Garcia. Mabuhay daw tayo. Alex Boyet Aliman, Eduardo Napoli, Fefa Hardo Cabato, kay Drusilla Aclin, kay Kong Tran Vin. Galing sa Vietnam to. At ang aking kaibigan, na si ayos, may prinsesa na may reyna pa, tingha pa. Prinsipe na lang, wala. Pwede na rin ako. Ellen Imraf, kay Jovelyn Bergonia Aquino, Elsa Montediremos, Langgo din Sinat, Jensen Dere, kay Mr. La Rosa, Roger Corpus, Eddie Presi Velasco. Sana magandang balita unyang gabi, maminaw din niya diri sa Davao. Tanong natin mamaya kay Queen Salvacion, mukhang meron din sila magandang balita. Alan Melevo, Rosie Sotelo Gavanes, Hermelito Gade, Julie Kyoko, Mateo Buaron, Nomis Alugira, Arizola. O, mga kamag-anakan natin yan, mga kababayan natin yan sa Tagbilaran, Bohol. Kyoko Hernandez, kay LMS William Masawod, Gina Marano Namboy, Jess Eliurin, Remedios de la Cruz, kay Feli. Oo, nainaway ng aking ka-Facebook. Betty Sardona Miorada. Ayan, meron tayong mga comments, 160 comments, 119 reactions, at so far, 156 viewers ngayong linggo, araw ng linggo. Pero, hindi natin patatagitin at atin ang patuloyin ang ating guest of honor, kagagalang-galang na panawin ngayong gabi, walang iba kundi si Queen Salvacion Ligat. Magandang gabi sa iyo, His Royal Majesty Queen Salvacion.
Magandang gabi din sa iyo, Ka-Anton. At sa mga nakapakinig at sa mga followers mo, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat po.
Ako'y na-intriga, kaya ako'y inanyayahan kita na samahan ako sa Sunday Super Chat para magkaroon tayo ng konting light moments lang. Dahil na nung mga ilang linggo lamang nakarating sa akin ang balita na kayo'y napasugod sa Manila. Sa particular sa San Mateo Rizal.
Yes.
Ano ba nangyari doon? Teka muna, bago mo sagutin yan. Nadaanan ko itong magandang balita na ang Kingdom Pilipinas Hacienda ay meron ng apps o meron ng browser. Ito yata ini-install. No? Hanapin nyo lang, Kingdom Pilipinas Hacienda. At ito, pagka na-install na ito sa inyong mga browser, itong mga menus, may mga menu na ito yung pwede nyong manavigate. So, for easy navigation sa inyong mga Android phones. Yan, napaka-advance ng Kingdom Pilipinas Hacienda. Ano po ba itong mga menu na ito, my Queen?
Well, first of all, let me explain. Kingdom Filipina Hacienda is actually the host of all nations. That Kingdom Filipina Hacienda is a government itself. This is the promise of the kingdom of the Almighty Father that will come in the last days. Na darating ito sa huling araw. Kaya tayong lahat ay nakarating na ngayon sa huling araw na yun ay sinasamsam mula noon pa. Kailan ba talaga ang huling araw? But importante na malaman natin kung ano ba talaga ang ibig sabihin ng huling araw. Guguho ba talaga ang mundo? Mawawala ba ang mundo? Hindi po. Ang guguho lang naman ang gobyerno Ang gobyerno ng corporate republic na yun din ang nagiging global federal NGO. Iyan po ang nangyari na gumuguho, the end of the world. Kasi darating ang bagong langit, bagong lupa, that is the new world, the new heaven, and the new earth. Ito yung promise ng ito pong ibig sabihin ng ating presensya lahat, na kailangan ating alamin. Kaya ang nangyayari ngayon sa buong mundo ay talagang magulo. Kung gusto nating subaybayan, kagaya nangyari sa San Mateo. Go ahead.
Okay. So, ito ay may mga bagong apps kayo sa Android. So, siguro makakagaan ito para ma-navigate ang Kingdom Pilipinas Hacienda at para magkaroon tayo ng karagdagang kaalaman sa kanilang mga layunin at sa kanilang mga gawain. So for further information, mapatsalan lamang ang kanilang Facebook page sa Kingdom Pilipinas Hacienda sa Facebook. So yan, may apps na, modern yung application. Now, dito po ako'y na-intriga nga nung nagpunta kayo sa San Mateo at tila, ang pagkakaalam ko, yung bandila na naka-display ngayon, pinuntahan yata ng pulis ito at pinabababa. Tama po ba yun? Na gano'n kaya kayo pumunta ron upang ipagtanggol ang inyong domain. Masasabi na natin domain dun sa San Mateo. So ano po ba nangyari dito? Your Royal Highness?
Ganito lang. I believe the barangay and the municipality of San Mateo is being threatened. Na-threatened lang talaga sila. Kasi itong mga grupo, sila Brigadier General Pagapos and the rest of the team are actually working on the self-empowerment po. Nag-self-empower sila sa kanilang land grant. Kasi I am already granting them in the process. Right now, it's all in the making na I am granting them the land, the parcel of 500 hectares of land dyan sa San Mateo, Rizal Province. Now, itong mga grupong ito, actually, in the past, they are auctioning that place. Nila yan. Ang problema lang sa mga grupong yan ay wala talaga pa silang technical description, wala silang land grant. Kaya ngayon na nagkaroon na sila ng land grant at nag-self-empower sila since Kingdom Filipina Hacienda had promulgated the Constitution 1987. We declared the Sovereign Republic of the Philippines. Now, itong Republic of the Philippines, since ako redeemer ng OCT 01-4, meaning this is the Article 1 of the 1987 Constitution, Kaanton. Dahil I own and I possess the territorial rights of jurisdiction, I am the hereditary successor in interest of Article 1 of the 1987 Constitution, originally the 1935 Constitution, Article 1, which is the Treaty of Paris. Now, dahil ako kasi ang holder, ang possessor of the OCT 01-4 under Civil Case 3957P, Torrens title, it is my duty and it is my right to grant everyone who wants to build their own community or anyone that needs help that has been abused by the system. Realize this, Kaanton, that the Sovereign Republic of the Philippines already promulgated the 1987 Constitution at ang sa buong bansa is already incorporated.
Ay, nawala ang ating signal with Queen Salvacion. Pakiulit po, Queen Salvacion, dahil choppy yung inyong naging dating. Siguro umuulan dyan sa inyong lugar. Medyo choppy.
That they have to respect, protect, and enforce the local government code unit under EPRA 8271, the tribal barangay. So these are all tribal barangay. These are legitimate grassroots, ground zero in that community. So I guess the community barangay, the barangay municipality had been threatened on our flag. What is this flag all about?
That's right.
Hindi lang ito. Ito yung fulfillment of God's promise. Under Article 16, Section 2, in the general provision of 1987 Constitution, it is, you cannot be a government, you cannot be a sovereignty declaring sovereign government, you cannot do that if you don't have a banner, a flag. Because the flag is the symbol of our culture, tradition, language, and our race, that we are in fact indeed God's chosen people. And if you want to see the banner we have, the flag, it has a sun and we have a crescent, and the crescent is actually the moon and the star. This is the symbol of the promise that our Muslim brothers from Abraham's descendant Ismail, the son of Hagar, is part of that promise. And that is the symbol of our banner. Then it has 12 stars, which represents the 12 sons of Jacob. And now it can also represent the 12 regions in our country. And the 13th is the autonomous region, which is the Sulu and everything, where our descendant also came from. Because our descendant came from King Loisong, Raha Lapu-Lapu. That is where my descendant is coming from on the native, as native of this land. Now, this is actually a very symbolic, and our flag is the symbol of the fulfillment of the mission and vision of the corporate republic, is to seek sovereignty. So that flag itself is the fulfillment. And of course, with the barangay incorporated and the city municipal of San Mateo is a non-existing city barangay, because that is actually a federal NGO. Of course, they are being threatened. And they had just committed actually treason. That is absolutely a clear treason. Rebellion against private property rights. So, if they said that they will file a case about the flag, then I would be more than happy and willing. In fact, they filed a case under Brigadier General Pagapos, who is the chieftain. He is actually the tribal chieftain in that community that will rise very shortly. So, rising the private, fighting against the private property rights is rebellion. That is sedation against the community of San Mateo, province of Rizal, whereby Rizal itself has lost its case. They lost its case under CAJRSP 70014, whereby Bulacan and Rizal province tried to fight that land, that is the TCT 408498, which has been consolidated already under Civil Case 997 in 1903, consolidated to Civil Case 3957P, that is the OCT 01-4, before the LRA 46 Act has started. Yun po ang katotohanan dyan. Yes.
So ano po nangyari nung kayo ay humarap at ipinaglaban po ninyo ang inyong katuwiran? Ano po ang nangyari? Ano pong naging responde? Sagot ng barangay, sagot ng pamahalaang San Mateo, ano po naging tugon nila dun sa inyo pong bilang pagsuporta sa inyong komunidad doon? Ano pong nangyari?
Wala pa pong nangyari except we went to ombudsman. Pumunta po ako sa ombudsman and we tried to file a case against the community, the municipality of San Mateo. So iyan po ang pinuntahan namin. We went to ombudsman to file a case against San Mateo Municipality or San Mateo City. Yun ang ginawa namin. So that is still under the making. So absolutely they will lose the case, because the case would be the sovereign Republic of the Philippines on the tribal barangay in San Mateo province versus the corporate municipality of San Mateo. So that is a no-win situation. They lose at already. Ano na yan kasalanan nila yan.
Yeah, and yung mga ganyang strategy, yung mga ganyang style, particular kapag ang isang tao ay nasa military, halimbawa na colonel, general, gagamitin ho yan ng mga tao dun sa community bilang backer. No? Tapos kapag napagwagian ng general na yan dahil siyempre sa may armas, ang kinina nila yung lupa, kakamkamin na nila yung lupa. Totoo yan, nangyayari ho yan. Alam po may mga ganyang instances na kapag ang isang property ay walang nagmamay-ari, mag-uunahan yung mga nandyan nakatira at kukuha ng bakin na general at mag-uusapan na nila yung kanilang partihan. So, rampant po yan. Particular dyan sa gobyerno na yan.
Alam mo kung bakit yan? Dahil yan sa PD 772 squatting syndicate. Sa squatting syndicate, under Civil Case 3957P, the number one squatter on the syndicate is actually the Corporate Republic of the Philippines itself, especially all this corporate urban housing, like Manny Villar, for instance. They are all number one land grabbers, and the Spanish mestizos, they are the one that land grabbers. So there's only one owner of the land. That is Article 1, a hereditary successor in interest of the patrimony of the nation. Iyan po ang ibig sabihin ng patrimony of the nation is actually the ancestral land and cannot be divided, cannot be sold, cannot be hypothecated, and it can be granted. I am the only one who has the right and authority to grant, to sell, or to lease whatsoever, and that is in accordance to the law. And mind you, meron na po yung entry judgment and resolution. And the entry judgment from the Supreme Court under the petition of the Republic of the Philippines Corporation and it-als. And who are these it-als? The rest of the world. Because the OCT 01-4 under 1935 Constitution, the Treaty of Paris, is global po yan, Anton. Global yan. Kaya ang lalabas ngayon, we are under, in the transition, on the revolutionary movement of the global government. And that's one reason why there is a global collapse in economy, global collapse in currency, devaluation, collapse, and all that. That is because of what is happening. There has to be a one world government. And the one world government, you can never be a government if you have no territory. You have to have territorial rights and jurisdiction of the OCT 01-4. Because the OCT 01, this is the entire archipelago. Lupang hinirang. Ang inang bayan. We are God's chosen. We are God's chosen people. And then the 04 is the four corners of the world. That is the world atlas map.
Pwede po bang gamitin yung magpasakop sa Kingdom Filipina Hacienda ang isang community na threatened? Halimbawa yung mga dwellers o mga informal dwellers by halimbawa 100 families and then they're being threatened dahil nga sa wala silang titulo. Pwede po bang gamitin yung Kingdom Filipina Hacienda, magpasakop sila doon at nang sa ganun magkaroon sila ng tagapagtanggol na tulad po ng KFH? Just an idea.
Let me explain po, Anton, para malaman ng ating audience. Kingdom Filipina Hacienda is the host of, because I am the host of all nations because we own the land of the United States of America, China, India, the whole world is all canceled on all government because you cannot be a government without territory. So now it goes like this. Kingdom Filipina, since I own the entire patrimony of the nation, that's ancestral land, OCT 01-4, what happened? I declared the sovereign republic of the Philippines. There is no more Chata. There is no more federal. Everything what the corporate republic is doing is actually against the sovereignty, against the sovereign nation. So being the holder, I declare and I promulgate the sovereign republic of the Philippines, whereby Region 10 is the only in Region 10 is the land of the mother province. That is in Article 18, Section 9. And your question was, kaya ko bang magbigay ng mga informers?
Ano ba? Yung mga,
Opo.
may mga informal settlers and then gusto nila magpasakop sa KFH. Makaka-assure ba sila na ipagtatanggol ng KFH yung kanilang karapatan? Ganun lang.
Meron kasi kaming ako, may sumasubaybay lang po ako sa utos ng Diyos. Meron po kaming protocol. Ang protocol namin po ay ganito. Right now, since we are under the transition government, transition is, meron right now, parang dalawa ang gobyerno. One is the shadow government. The shadow government is the Corporate Republic of the Philippines that is null and now are acting to become a federal. Federal is an NGO, non-government. And they have no authority on the private property rights. They have no authority over land. Now, ang Kingdom Filipina Hacienda that declared Sovereign Republic of the Philippines, kami po ang nag-promulgate sa 1987 Constitution as a sovereign government fulfilling the mission and vision of the Republic. Now, here how it goes. We have, because there is always a center point of, under the creation of the new barangay. So the rule of creation of new barangay under Republic Act 7160. Dito ngayon sa Palao Barangay Unit is the center of all government of all barangay. So dito nag-umpisa ngayon. Kaya ang objective talaga ng Kingdom Filipina Hacienda that under the rule of law and Republic Act 716, Section 384, one person, one instrument for the constituency of all. Ito ngayon na nag-declare na ako, I am now a government, I now rule the sovereign Republic of the Philippines.
Now with that stance, ninto muna tayo dyan. Diyan sa stance na yun na meron na kayong sovereign government, meron na tayong sovereign government, diyan sa ground zero, diyan sa Palao, Iligan. Palao, ano naman ang response ng gobyerno, ng korte? Wala bang nagrereklamo na ito baka sabihin ito usurpation of government authority? Hindi pa kayo nakaka-encounter ng ganung mga alingas nga.
Actually, what I did is there is nothing I do that the local government in my city, at the same time, in the office of the president, the Supreme Court, all high and low agencies, and in fact, I have recognition, I have acceptance, I have acknowledgement by the National Commission of Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act, EPRA 8371, because I declare self-governance, self-determination, Section 13, last March 23, 2008. So I have that acceptance, recognition, and accreditation as a government. So, due to this, of course, there is a resistance. I'm not saying there is no resistance. There is a resistance, but they have law to file suit or file case against me. That is provided pursuant to Article 16, Section 3, that there is no one that can file case against sovereignty. May-ari po tayo sa lupa. Bakit nila tayo kakasuhan? Sila corporate, wala po silang lupa. They lost territorial jurisdiction. So what is their right to file a case against the owner of the land? Now, talk to me po. Paano yan? And then also in article on EPRA 8371, Section 70, that they have no right to file a case against the owner of the land.
So sa makatuwid bagay, alam ninyo ang inyong ginagawa at nakita ninyo na ang kumbaga yung mga flaws, yung mga kakulangan na kakulangan sa mga batas at na pwede po itong magsilbing haligi ng Kingdom Hacienda Filipina para maiusad ang kanyang mga karapatan ng soberenya ng ating bansa. Ano po, kabilang na ho ako dyan. Now, isa sa mga hinahangaan ko sa inyo, yung inyo pong approach. Tinatawag nating grassroots approach, no? At ito ay napakahirap gawin dahil limawa ilang barangay ba meron sa Pilipinas? 34,000.
64,000 something. 64,000 something barangay in the Philippines.
Now, paano po ninyo? Ito, gaya ninyo at gaya nito, no? Ito yung napakaganda dahil self-empowerment. Kailangan nung natin yan. And yung self-governance and another thing is self-determination. So, marami po itong elemento, marami po itong mga ingredient para ma-develop ang self-determination sa personal level pa lang, ano? Now, paano po ninyo ito pinaplanong isagawa? Sa tingin niyo makaka-capture ninyo at least somehow mga 20% ng mga barangay sa buong Pilipinas o hindi niyo niya inaasam yun?
Alam mo, sa totoo lang, Ka-Anton, ito kasing aking gawain, hindi kasi aking personal ito. Sa Diyos kasi ito eh. These are all under God's providence, God's intervention, and I only follow the rule of law. May batas lang ang lupa. May batas ang Republic of the Philippines na kanilang minamandato na hindi nila ginagawa. Meron ding batas ang international law, which is the Treaty of Paris, that the Treaty of Paris is already canceled. Na-cancel na po yan. Kasi ang Treaty of Paris, bakit na-cancel yan? Dahil superseded sila sa Kingdom Filipinas and that it is now empowered by the sovereign nation. Now, kaya ang Treaty of Paris, which is the Federal Reserve System, yung yaman sa mundo that was created under Federal Reserve System was already redeemed and utilized by the Royal Sovereign Crown Bank, Kingdom Filipinas, and the OCT 7-4 now is being used by the sovereign nation, Kingdom Filipinas. Kaya ngayon, we are now a nation. It is the nation who actually empower and superseded the Treaty of Paris, superseded the Republic Act 7160, 8371, and also now promulgated the Constitution of the Holy Land as our kingdom. Yun po ang ginawa ko. I follow the rule of law and all enacted existing law to be practiced, which supposed to be promulgated by the corporate president of the federal NGO Republic. Gusto nila gawin ang Pilipinas na federal republic. Hindi po pwede yan kasi ang federal NGO wala pong teritoryo po. Kaya mahihirapan talaga si presidente. Kaya ang mangyari sa kanya talaga will be treason because he is now working and operating under China. So he is more in favor of China than the Filipino citizen itself. Mali man. That is treason po under private property rights on Filipino citizens. Okay. Yun lang po ang masasabi ko. But realize this, Canton, President Duterte should appreciate what I do. And I never did exclude him. In 2016, I have all records that I am trying to give him, award him, grant him the entire Philippines except Region 10, because Region 10 is my possession as a host nation. Now, the rest of the country is, I granted it to him so that he will be a legitimate, not president, but I appointed him to become a prime minister. Because a sovereignty is no longer run by a president, but a royalty and a prime minister. I have that on record. And actually, in that document that I awarded, the president last 2016 of July 30, actually, I also said I will erase all the debt of the country. So then the country becomes debt-free. This is what happened on RFID 666 now. We have a big problem. If you want me to explain that, I can explain.
Bago tayo dumako doon, bago tayo dumako doon, my queen, meron muna tayong pakikita, ano? Din po sa inyong sa sovereignty po natin, sa Kingdom Philippine Hacienda, nag-i-issue na rin po ba kayo ng passport? Gaya po na nakikita na ngayon, ano?
Yes.
At wala po bang reklamo ang LTO pag nag-i-issue kayo ng driver's license?
Very good. Okay, remember there is a law. Republic Act 386. This is Civil Code. The Civil Code, Republic Act 386 is a law that provides, that protects you, me, and the administration of our nation. So this is very important. Republic Act 386, Section 3, Article 3, it says, ignorance of the law excuses no one in compliance therewith. Now, there is another law in Article 428 and 429, ownership. I have the right to enjoy everything that I have to create. And besides, whatever I create on this plate, as you can see, Sovereign Republic of the Philippines, where the plate of the Corporate Republic of the Philippines is now black and white. And then under the number, under their number, there is a QR number. If you want to digitize the QR number, that is a Chinese character. China na po ang region sa Pilipinas. Using, if we want to use the black and white plate, and if you can see the QR number, that is, there is a QR number that is as Chinese character. Very, very tragic. That is completely, we are being
invaded. Parang ganun na, invasion.
Invasion. And you know, kita mo naman, Ka-Anton, at one time, that was way back 2 years ago, if you remember, they even put a banner in one of the bridges in Manila. They said, of China. And then another thing, last 4th of July also, this year, you know what happened? There are people selling flags, Chinese flags, in Manila, in Luneta. You know, and nobody filed a case, nobody said anything, but then they are fighting against my banner, which is that banner symbolizes our culture, tradition, and as a sovereign nation, and now they are being threatened. No, it is not. They've been threatened. It is the China that is in support, because our barangay incorporated is supported by investor money. That is electronic currency, digital currency, because they want us to be flooded with electronic digital currency, and that is illegal in our country because we have our own currency. This is the gold dollar certificate.
Now, kumbaga, subtle invasion ang ginagawa ng China sa atin, ano?
Yes.
Yun naman,
behind our back. Very subtle. Tama ka dyan. Very subtle. Unknowingly na, yun pala, invaded na tayo.
Oo. So, meron ng ano sa Kingdom Philippine Hacienda, bukod dun sa plates, no? Meron na rin Tribunal Bank, no? Meron ng
Rural Bank.
Tribunal Rural Bank.
Yes, that's the People's Bank.
Now, syempre, pag may bangko, may pera. Now, meron kayong mga certificate of currency certificate, ang tawag dito, hindi, na they're not...
gold dollar certificate.
Tapos, Hindi ba tawag dito pera or currency certificate?
They can call it pera, which people are used to, but that is a gold certificate, and in time they can also use that for gold exchange. Actually, it can be utilized in the right time. Right now, we are in transition, so we have to build this using the Federal Reserve System world settlement in the world in the world settlement in the book of redemption of the Treaty of Paris, because I already redeemed, so I utilize that. And the bank, central bank knows, and World Bank, they know all that, because all this is already all set over for them for information, including our gold bullion certificate, which before
itong mga currencies na to, itong mga currencies na to, hindi ito nasa supervision o nasa monitoring ng central bank. And ito yung nagsisirculate sa barangay level. Tama po ba?
Yes, because number one, central bank is a corporation.
Yes.
Central bank, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas is no longer a central bank because they actually sold. Bininta na nila ang bangko natin 1993. Kaya ang tawag, Central Bank of the Philippines. They are actually a shadow bank corporation, which now owned by Rothschild.
Mm-hmm.
And early this month, early this year or late last year, I was thinking that I would, in fact, I actually wrote it myself. I wrote Bangko Sentral, offering them the gold bullion certificate for sale, and also requesting them if I can use them as a fiduciary bank. So what is a fiduciary bank? A fiduciary bank is a trust bank. Now, I guess God doesn't want Bangko Sentral to be utilized as bank in trust, because in the past, they were already a trustor and a trustee. So Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, or Central Bank of the Philippines, is the bank of all banks under hierarchy. Now, whereby the head of the central bank are governor. The governor is the head of the central bank. Now, and they are only a trustee and a trustor. Now, they are the bailor, the bailee, whereby I am the owner of the bank. It's a big difference between a governor and the owner. Okay. I am the proprietor. I created this. Mm-hmm. And because this is what God told me, God doesn't allow that the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas can still be my trustee. And I tried to use Deutschland too. I have a document from the Deutschland, Deutsche Bank, and also Citibank, that if I can utilize them as a trust bank and a fiduciary bank. But I guess God doesn't want to, and I know why. I know why God doesn't want those banks, because all the banks in the world are all canceled too. In fact, this was said by the commentators and by President Trump, Peter Seller, Peter Schiff also said this, and all banking, and even IMF. So they are all canceled. But what they are trying to work on is actually the digital currency.
Okay. Now, before we move on, before we move on to that, nakita nga natin na hindi kayo sang-ayon na magkaroon ng digital currency. Pero ito yung nakikita nating magiging pino-project o ine-estimate natin na mangyayari, yung pag-i-introduce ng tinatawag na quantum financial system. So everything would become digital na. In fact, we are already using some of these digital products to our convenience, no? Ito related na siyempre sa global currency reset, because pag nagkaroon daw ng global currency reset, ang next move is to introduce digital money. Ano po ang posisyon ng Kingdom Filipina Hacienda pagdating dito? Although na nakikita ko na tutunugan ko na yung inyong objection at dito sa sistema na to, that's why na-maintain ninyo, gumawa kayo ng sarili na itong certificate currency. So ano po bang nakikita? Ano po bang mga objectionable points dito sa global currency reset?
Alam mo, Ka-Anton, it is not me who objected. It's really God, because I only follow and under the guidance of God. And it is written in the scripture in Isaiah 16:13. And God said, in 3 years, the wealth of Moab will come to poverty. And then you also can read it in Isaiah 17:4, that the wealth of Israel will also be lost. So it is not my be that what they do in the world, what they should have done is to embrace sovereignty. This is actually the objective. My objective, I am not their enemy. They are the enemy of themselves. They are the enemy of themselves because the Illuminati is controlled by the black spirits, like the Pope, the Queen Elizabeth, the oldest Rothschild, the cabal, you know, and they want the greed that they have. They want to dominate the world where never God had given them right to dominate. That their time is up. So it has not, I have nothing to do with that. It is their choice. And whatever the world wants to do, I cannot stop them. But God will stop them. The element will stop them. Now, realize this. What happened to this digital currency? Because it is written, if you can read in Revelation 11, my two witnesses. In that two witness, I just don't know the verse yet, but chapter 11. Go back and read. And in 3 days, there will be a 3 days darkness. Now, what happened in this 3 days darkness? You know, there is the ring of fire. There is a big earthquake coming in our land and all over part of the world. So when there will be an earthquake, then there will be a tsunami. Then meaning, then there will be darkness. The light shuts off. The problem is, in Revelation 16:13, now God will roll the scroll in the world. It's not right away, but slowly you can feel the crunch in the world. That the world, God is no longer present in the world. Because the Pope himself, Pope Francis, already declared that their God is Satan. And that Lucifer is also the son of God. Which is absolutely wrong. If this is what the world now is declaring, that their God is Satan, and Lucifer is the son of Satan, then God has no room. God has no room in the world. And this is the reason why, I guess, God created the new heaven and the new earth. To save those who are waiting. To save those who want to lift themselves up. Not to be part in the 666 or in the world. Which is the TV 666. The mark of the beast. RFID. Yes.
So paano nyo naman po nasabi na ito part of the agenda, na ito mark of the beast? Dahil ba sa ito ay na-prophesy ng Biblia?
First of all, yes.
We are natin yung Bible, no?
Can I read it? You like? It's only 3 verses.
Sige. Not necessary na po. Kasi we're lacking already.
Okay. Yes.
Yung basihan po natin dito yung nandun sa Book of Revelations.
Revelation 13. Mabasa nila yan sa Revelation 13, 16 to 18. Na yung number namin, 666 is a man's name. And that man's name is TBM 666, man's name. Kaya yung RFID, dahil yan sa monetary system na na-create nila in the bilateral mines field, which is TBM 666. Kaya iyan ang man's name.
Okay,
no, serious. Very serious. And I mean it. And I will vouch myself to that.
Okay. May nakikita po ba kayong mga mechanisms na dapat naming maintindihan para maiwasan o mga dapat nating bantayan kapag ito eventually ma-introduce? Halimbawa, sa National ID System, sinasabi magkakaroon daw ng pondo na yung National ID System. Eventually, baka yun ay maging electronic wallet. May mga bagay ba tayo na dapat bantayan dyan? Ito ba parang magiging jumping board para magkaroon na ng implant later on?
Talaga tayong malaking babantayan dyan. Alam ko hindi lahat maniniwala sa akin. It's fine. I will respect that. But it is also my duty to speak up truth. Kasi marami din dyan gustong marinig ang katotohanan. Paano sila makaalis dyan? Hindi kasi lahat makaalis. We are now, it's very sad, and I'm sorry, and I know a lot of people will not like me. I'm not here to speak to you so you like me. I'm only here to speak truth. Now, ganito po iyan. Kasi, kaya nga, iyang national ID is under federal NGO government, one world order po yan, under the Vatican, under the cabal, under the shadow government. Kaya minamadali nila yung RFID National 666 Chinese. Ngayon dito sa atin, ang ating Jews dito, Jewish, yung Jewish na ay yung Chinese. But the real Jew is actually Jacob, Maharlika. Yan ang mga katotohanan. So ngayon, ang mangyari niyan, very important itong tanong mo, Anton. In order for the people not to be marked, the RFID 666, they have to transcend from the corporate citizen to the sovereign citizen. Kaya kailangan talaga nila kumuha ng ID. Kumuha talaga sila, and then they have to put themselves in one community. Private property rights, I will grant them the land, and then they will stay in one community, no ID, no entry, para ma-isolate kung sino yung membro at hindi. Kasi ito ngayon ang umpisa ng palatuntunan ng New Beginning kasi sa New Beginning. So, ngayon, kung yung mga retirees, for instance, na nagtanggap sila ng retirement fees, mawala na kasi ang pera. The paper money in the world will actually disappear. So they are creating an electronic currency. Dahil kung wala kang electronic currency, hindi ka nila mabayaran ng ang iyong sweldo, yung retirement mo. Pero kung tingnan mo, nandito sa article, if I'm not sure, article 18, basta article 18, section 18 perhaps, tingnan lang nila, nandyan sa yung mga naka-retire, pwede naman sila mag-elect Kung magtrabaho sila, babalik silang magtrabaho in the government of the sovereignty, yung kanilang mga sweldo, in the past, mapalitan niya ng EU dollar. Hindi kailangan na kung mawala man pala yung EU dollar, basta they have to denounce the RFID 666 kasi tatakan ka na ng 666 dito, then you will bound to hell for 1,000 years yan. Very dangerous. Kaya nga sabi, rich and poor, young and old, lahat ng mga tao yan will have the mark of the beast kung magpamarka sila. And they have the choice not to. Kaya ang
Pero siyempre, medyo construed yung choice na yan. Ma-oblige ang karamihan dahil una kulang ng kaalaman, no? At pangalawa, sabi, hindi ka makakabili, hindi ka makakapasok sa sistema, you won't be employed, you cannot get employment, you cannot get your grocery kapag wala yan. So, paano po natin ito masasubdue, maka-counter? Ito ba sa pamamagitan ng pag-declare ng sovereign government? And then mag-i-issue tayo ng tinatawag nating certificate coming from your office. Ganun po ang isa sa mga...
People have to work overtime in searching truth. Kaya, thank you for Sir Drake Ascott and my staff that they are actually plugging in the apps where you can go search and find out truth and make that decision yourself. You have to make that decision yourself. Know your rights as a sovereignty and stand by it, because we cannot be your babysitter. Know your rights and enjoy your rights. Stand up it. And then you have work to do. There is no such thing as anyone who adopts sovereignty is already protected under the rule of law of the new nation. So we cannot, I cannot, di man ako makatulong kaantun sa mga taong ayaw sumapi sa amin. Bawal din naman sa amin yan.
Isa sa nakikita kong critical na implication dito sa RFID, yung bang the ability of that device, that tiny thing in you to control our minds, no? Mind control, nandito na rin yan. Hindi natin ano yung mga associated na programs. Kasi magsisend yan ng mga electric signals, no? Electric signals. Tapos sa nerves mo, pins mo, and then it will, pwede tayong manduhan ng mga signals na yan, and then apektado yung brain waves natin, etc., yung electric ng ating utak, pati mentality natin, attitude natin, behavior natin, magbabago rin dahil dyan sa mga implants na yan. Diba?
Absolutely. And remember, the GMO that we ate, genetically modified organism, okay? Genetically modified organism. Itong mga GMO ito, the electronic frequency that is implanted in, you will explode, you will die, you will be like something, and things like that. It's very difficult. I don't know.
Kung gusto nila i-terminate yung isang tao, pwede nilang gawin yun.
Pag hindi ka nakabayad sa utang mo, umutang ka ng electronic naman yun eh. It's actually an air money. Air money, digital is an air money. Now, because you have to pay everything you have to pay, plus interest. And then if you cannot pay it, you're dead.
Oo, tama yan. Yung ang artista, meron yata isang artista, popular na artista na mataray, nung sabi niya, naiturukan daw siya niyan, meron na raw siyang implant. Parang nawala yung pagkataray niya. Kasama yun sa program associated niyang RFID na yan.
Marami sa ating mga political leaders and also in the movie industries, they are actually kasi sila ang ginagamit ng mga propaganda sa mga easy life. Ipinapakita nilang maging mayaman ka, easy life, wala ka nang gagawin, meron ka na lang. Basta meron ng electronic, ilagay mo lang doon, then everybody will serve you like a king. Yan ang problema, ang kanilang advertisement po.
Well, na-appreciate ko po yung inyong mga ginagawa. I mean, ito ay napakahabang lakbayin pa, no? Mahaba pa yung ating lalakbayin para ito ay maunawaan ng ating mga kababayan.
So alam mo, with the work of God, with God's work and mystery, no, you'll never know na, kasi nakasulat din sa Biblia in one time, probably about a fourth of the nation will rise with us. So we need people really to start moving forward. Kasi ayang mga kagaya niyang purpose na yan, na sila makakatanggap ng pera kung wala silang nationalized. Now, realize this. Kumuha ka ng RFID, 666, so you get food in the table. Problem yan, Ka-Anton, yung 4Ps, mga retirees, or whatever, in banking system mo, what if kung ang electronic, ang kuryente mamatay, na wala na yun? Anong nangyari? Ngayon, wala ka na rin pera, di ba?
Wala ka na rin pera. Now, ano ang mga future plans o yung mga mitigating plans na kapag nangyari na nga ito, siyempre hindi kayo sa KFH, sa sovereign nation, sa sovereign group, hindi pa kayo magsusubscribe yan, definitely. Na paano ninyo ma-address yung mga... paano ninyo i-address yung commercial concern? Magkakaroon ba kayo ng economy within economy or sariling ekonomiya, sariling paano po yan?
Kaya may ground zero kasi may transition tayo eh. We are actually moving in a mobilization and transition program on our new government. Kasi ang Pilipinas din, and they're also moving on a transition. Nag-transition din ang corporate republic eh. From the corporate republic of the Philippines to federal republic. Okay? So, ako naman, sovereign republic, and then here comes federal republic. So, people has choices. It's deadly. But it takes guts. Now, ang mangyari nito, kaya sa amin, dito sa province namin, dito sa Region 10, this has to be respected. Itong Palaon New Barangay, which is the 44 barangay and entire region dito sa Lanao, well, ang mga nito, no ID, no entry. Kaya people has to file their application so they can be protected and be blessed. Otherwise, yung wala, at meron silang 666 RFID, then the element will actually just kinda maalis din sila eh. Kasi yung kanilang RFID 666, bawal din silang makikisama sa mga sovereignty. So, kaya ang sovereign nation, we created a private property community kagaya niyang sa San Mateo ngayon. They are actually building their private community na yung makapasok doon ay may ID lang. So kung may ID, so they welcome everybody who wants to become a sovereign nation. So if they want to become part of the sovereign nation, they can come in, they can help cultivate the land, they can build their own houses there. It will be a tax-free, walang buhis dyan, and it will be funded. We give the sovereign Royal Sovereign Crown Bank. We also have our own development bank that we develop first our own community. And then, of course, then the rest of the nation, like the United States of America, what happened is once money that they have will be returned to me, is the chance for them to get their grant and then borrow gold from the sovereignty, from the sovereign crown, so they can print their own gold dollar certificates too. So it's not just us. So we can also embrace other nations who will endorse their, accept that they need their land grant. I definitely will give them their land grant and cancel their debt, and also they can start to borrow the gold and create their own money. This is how it works.
Okay, bago tayo magtapos, may final question dito, may tanong. May ginto raw ba ang KFH?
Yes. Who owns the land owns the gold.
Pero
that's why the federal has no gold. That's why.
Yung ginto ba ninyo nandiyan na sa inyong kahadiyero, sa vault? O yan huhukayin pa?
Okay. Hindi ko, bakit ako maghukay? Ever since I never do that. Bangko Sentral, like for instance, it's not in their bank. It is somewhere else. It's in a different vault. Whatever the gold that is kept anywhere in the world that belongs to the crown, that belongs to the sovereign crown, and that is actually written in the decision of civil case 3957P. Who owns the land owns the gold. Anywhere, as long as they are within the archipelago and outside the nation, federation, federal, United Nations, it still belongs to the crown. So, that's definitely very clear.
Okay. Now, bago tayo magtapos, may mga final messages po kayo na nais po ninyong bitawan para sa ating mga manunood.
Okay, first of all, I would like to thank you for the time that you have spent sharing our what happened, kung ano mang nangyari sa ating mundo. At gusto ko ring magpapasalamat sa iyong mga listeners, sa iyong mga followers who really is enthused na sana malaman nila ang katotohanan. Kasi ang pera na iniintay po nila ay wala na, canceled na po, collapse na po ang bangko ng buong mundo. Wala na po yung perang inasamsam nyo po na makarating. Pero meron parang kayong kunting chance. Kasi when all this money, perhaps some money will be turned back to us. Isaulit yan sa Sovereign Crown Bank. Once it will be in the system of the Royal Sovereign Crown Bank, I will dispose this money directly to the people who actually help labored also in the rising of the nation. Maraming tulong ang maibigay ng Sovereign Republic of the Philippines through the Royal Sovereign Crown Bank when all those dead monies will be turned in to pay the service debt of the sovereign nation. Yan, ibalik ko agad inyo yan dahil yan ay iksi na lang ang panahon. The time of using all those money will be very short. Kaya kailangan gastusin natin, ibigay ko yan sa bayan at sa mga nangangailangan. Thank you sa inyong pagpapakinig. Tulungan nyo kaming magdasal at idasal din namin kayo na sana tayo magkakaisa sa layunin sa bang bansa, God and country, kasi ito para sa inyo. Maraming salamat po at sana nakatulong ang aking mensahe sa iyong program, Ka-Anton, at ang sa mga local NGO government to please respect the DILG Circular Memorandum 202-89. So we will have our peace. I give you your peace and you give us our peace. And this is all what I'd like to say and thank you very much. At maraming salamat at magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat sa tagapagkinig. At meron din kaming sa the Filipino Times of Kingdom Filipina Hacienda, magpapasalamat po sa inyo. At ang Sovereign Republic of the Philippines, kami magpapasalamat sa inyong lahat, sa inyong pagpakinig. At sana kami uli makabalik sa programa mo, Ka-Anton. Maraming salamat at magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat.
I'm truly honored that kami po ay na-enrich ang aming kaalaman para palalim at unti-unti na po namin naiintindihan ang movement ng Sovereign Republic of the Philippines at hindi pa po ito ang magiging huli at dahil po ito'y progressive at I look forward to having you back in our show. Okay? So yan po.
Thank you very much. And it's my honor. God bless us all. And to God be all the glory.
Okay. You're welcome. Your Royal Highness Queen Salvacion Legazpi ng Kingdom Filipina Hacienda. Bueno, ako'y maglalatag na ng aking banig at magpapahinga at hanggang sa susunod nating pagtatagpo dito pa rin sa Wealth of the Nation series. Ako si Anton Israel, sa ngalan natin naging panawin, si Queen Salvacion Legazpi, sa ngalan ng samahang Kingdom Filipina Hacienda, Sovereign Republic of the Philippines at sa mga viewers natin, maraming salamat sa inyo pong pagtsatsagang manood. Hanggang sa muli nating pagtatagpo dito rin o sa YouTube Live at ako'y nag-iwan sa lahat ng isang magandang gabi.